So it's now finally September and it's time for a Nintendo Direct. Now there's lots of sources talking about there being a September Direct. Of course it's not confirmed, but in this video we're going to be talking about everything we should expect to see in the next Nintendo Direct. Now if you're wondering why people are talking about September Direct, lots of people that work within the industry, lots of people that leak things early are already talking about this Direct. They're saying that it's going to happen, they're going to say it's going to happen very, very soon. Another thing that people are talking about is the fact that we've had a Nintendo Direct every single year in September. Even in 2020, where we really didn't have any Directs because of obvious reasons, we still had that massive Mario Direct. Now, the reason I believe that we have these September Directs is it works as a great way to sort of end off the year. It's sort of lets us know about anything coming out during the end of the year from September to December, but it also sets up the following year. For example, like we've had Kirby announcements that will take us into early parts of the first quarter of next year. You know, we need something for that January, February, even March of next year to, sort of get people excited. So yeah, I really think that a Direct is ready. We need one. The last really main one was in like late February, I believe. So we've gone a really, really long time. I mean, we have had a mini one in June, July time which was good. It was a third party one. It was a really good Direct, but nothing really first party, So I feel like it's time for some first party stuff as well as some third party stuff in this Direct. But it is time to talk about this Nintendo Direct. It's going to happen in September. But before we do, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button because it really does help us out. Now, the first thing I think we'll see in that Direct will be something to do with the Switch Online. Now, the reason I think this is because September seems to be a really good time for us to get Nintendo Switch Online updates. Now, Switch Online updates always come in September because that is when the yearly subscriptions sort of run out. If you don't know, the subscription for the Switch Online started in September of 2018, and lots of people buy a year for £20 or buy a year for £40, I believe, for the expansion pass. So a lot of the subscriptions sort of, run out during September. That's why Nintendo likes to update it. So we have had some updates in the past. We've had the NES Online on launch year. We've had the SNES Online the year after. Then last year, obviously, we had the N64, the expansion pack. The expansion pack had the N64 in it, and the Mega Drive stuff. I think this year they're going to be adding some Game Boy games to that. I feel like that's the next logical step. I think it will start with regular Game Boy, but then Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, further down the line. I would love to see GameCube games be added to Switch Online, but the reason I don't think that's possible, well, it is possible, I don't think it's going to be worthwhile them doing it, is because of that online, the online download section of it. It's going to take 2 or 3 gig per GameCube game, and bearing in mind the Switch has only got 32 gigs or 64 on the OLED of internal storage, so downloading these big GameCube games wouldn't really be that ideal for the online service. So I feel like Game Boy is the next step, maybe with Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance coming down the line in a couple of months, or maybe even in a couple of years. But I really think that it's time for a Switch Online update, maybe some more things added to that expansion pack. I haven't picked up the expansion pack. I don't think there's enough content there for me to warrant picking it up. I would like to play the N64 games on the Switch though, so maybe if they add a few more things into that expansion pack, that might make me interested into getting the Switch Online. I do want to do another video on this. I want to talk about the future of Switch Online and more updates that I think they should do. But as for now, I really think September is the perfect time for us to hear about something new about the Switch Online in this Direct. Another thing that we could see, but I think it's ultimately pretty unlikely, is maybe an update on Splatoon 3. Now, obviously, the game has just come out, but Splatoon 3 kind of has these new things like seasons, and the next season ends in November, and ends at the end of November and going into December. Maybe they'll share some new updates on maybe a roadmap of updates for Splatoon 3. But if this Direct's taking place in September, the game's only come out yesterday, so I feel like it'd be too soon for a Splatoon 3 update, so I think that's pretty unlikely. But it'd be interesting to see. At the very least, I feel like Nintendo is planning a trailer for Splatoon 3. I feel like a big update is coming before the end of the year. If we have this Direct in September, I think it's probably unlikely that we'll see it. If this Direct is October, November, which I also think is unlikely, I feel like we might be able to see it there. But basically, a Splatoon 3 update is coming in some way. We know that much. So yeah, I think it's unlikely we see it in the September Direct, but it is a very, very small possibility. Maybe if it even is just an update on when those amiibo figures are releasing, because we don't know when they're releasing. We just know that they're coming. I believe they said holiday. So even if in this Direct we just get an update on that, I feel like something small from the Splatoon team will be shown off in this next Direct. Up next is Mario and Rabbids. That game is coming out in October, so I feel like if we have a Nintendo Direct in September, they might do a final, like, 30-second, here's an update on Mario and Rabbids. Yeah, that's what I think they'll do with that. I don't really think there's any much more they can really say on Mario and Rabbids. I feel like maybe a small update, just like, oh yeah, don't forget the game is coming out. I feel like that's pretty likely for a September Direct, because that is one of the main sort of holiday titles, you could say. Obviously Pokemon The Next Generation is going to be a big holiday title. I think even Splatoon 3 will be. It's kind of, they've said summer, but it's late summer. It's kind of going into that end of the year sort of, season, so I feel like that might be a big push for them this season. But yeah, Mario Rabbids is going to be the big Mario game, unless something else gets announced. It's like a Mario game for December, but ultimately I think that's pretty unlikely, because I think December is saved for Zelda. But yeah, I think Mario & Rabbids will get some sort of brief mention, just like don't forget this is coming out. I also think that Pokemon might also get the same treatment. Now, with Pokemon trailers, they don't tend to be in directs. The Pokemon company kind of just sort of goes, oh, we have a trailer, it'll be up tomorrow, like they say on Twitter or something like that. I like that they do that. It makes the fans get prepared, they know when to check out the new trailer. It's good. It's not like Nintendo, they just sort of post it. I prefer it the way the Pokemon company does. I feel like, we might see Scarlet and Violet in this Direct, in the same way we might see Mario and Rabbids, just in the way of like, oh yeah, by the way, this is coming. But yeah, I don't think it'll be like anything new. If it is something new, it'll be something very, very minor. But yeah, we might see Scarlet and Violet. I think that's pretty likely, but yeah, nothing really of note. Then I think we'll see something that's very, very important for the Switch. Now, Nintendo have said from the start of the Switch's launch, they've wanted to have a Zelda game every single year, right? The thing is, we've had a Zelda game every single year, even if you count Hyrule Warriors. Breath of the Wild 2017, Hyrule Warriors in 2018 and 2020, the Link's Awakening remaster in 2019, 2021, Skyward Sword. So yeah, there's been a Zelda game every single year, and I feel like December is sort of an empty spot for Nintendo, so I feel like some kind of Zelda remaster in some shape or form will be revealed for this Direct. Yeah, they've gone every single year with a Zelda game. We are yet to see one on Switch. Maybe a Four Swords Online, that'd be nice. I do want to do another video on this. I want to do a video on all of these topics. But as for now, I feel like a Zelda remaster. My prediction is December, right near Christmas. I feel like they'll put a Zelda remaster out there, just to sort of, boost their lineup a little bit for the holidays. I feel like that makes the most sense. Of course, we'll see some third-party announcements. These could really be anything. They always seem to be very, very left field. Everything in a Nintendo. Of course, we could already see some third-party announcements. There's always third-party stuff within Nintendo Directs. These could really be anything, just sort of left field announcements, some ports to Switch, some remasters, that sort of thing. No idea what we're going to see with them third parties, but obviously that will be something to look forward to within a Direct. Obviously the last third party showcase was really, really good, so hopefully we'll see something on that. Maybe we'll see Hollow Knight, Silk Song. People have been expecting that for a while. But yeah, I think in terms of things for 2022, I feel like that's all we're really going to see. I think it's going to be quite a quick Direct in terms of 2022 updates. I think the main focus of this Direct will be 2023. Hopefully we'll see some new stuff. I'm hoping for maybe a new 2D Mario in a new sort of 2D style. That would be really nice. Maybe a Mario Hoops game for the sort of the June Mario Sports game. Hopefully they don't rush that though. Maybe something on Metroid Prime. It's been a couple of years. It's been a long time, and maybe something on that 3D Donkey Kong or a new Star Fox. Maybe, we don't know. I feel like Metroid, Donkey Kong, and Star Fox are really the only new games, or the only games for the Switch that haven't really got brand new games on the Switch. Of course, we've had the remakes. We had a new Metroid, but the new Metroid Prime is coming. That's what I mean in terms of a new Metroid. But we haven't had a new Star Fox yet. We haven't had a new Donkey Kong. I feel like that's the only thing we're waiting to see on the Switch. I could be wrong. There could be something that I'm clearly missing out on. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it. My last sort of prediction for this video, I'll just throw it in there, might be some Mario Party DLC. That would be nice to see, because Mario Party Superstars is really lacking. I feel like it is a good game, but only 4 boards does really, sort of bring the game down a lot. So yeah, hopefully that will be good to see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, everybody. Hope you have enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Hope listen to me blabber on about Nintendo Direct. If you think any of this is real, do you believe any of this? Do you think anything of this is actually true? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, everybody, and I'll see you in another video. Cheers for watching.